Okay. So you're first seed, so in order for me... Wait. So in order for me to not play you next round, is for 6th seed to beat 3rd seed.
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
If 6th seed beats 3rd
Looked
seed.
like he was trying to bounce it
So
outside,
if Buffalo
but no
beats Cincinnati.
Yeah,
well, it looks like I'm playing you next round.
And sometimes you just have to take it to another spot and trying to get it outside.
Sucks that you gotta go out in the divisional round.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold.
Sucks that you gotta go out in the divisional round.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Because Wentz isn't coming back, is he?
As they keep this drive rolling, it's another first down.
Oh, he is.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective.
Very hard.
Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Wait, do I have any injuries? Well, Aaron Donald isn't playing next week. Upper arm fracture.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there.
He has so many sacks on you too. Damn.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And forced fumbles.
3-19.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
False start, offense.
Oh, now it's back to 2nd and 10.
That'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Back to the Philly, here we go. Set. Green, 39.
After the penalty, it's Crowell. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Because they haven't played yet.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does...
Because the Bengals are going to beat the Bills.
Hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
That'll make it 4th.
Who do you pick to win?
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10.
Is he out for the season?
30. Watson eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And the
Are you kidding?
Covered.
How the hell did he not go out of bounds?
And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game.
Oh wait, it says they still have the ball. What the hell?
And people starting, the emotions of the game.
Oh, because the guy's feet was out of bounds and he recovered it.
Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
I still have possession. Oh my god.
Good starting field position.
That still counts as a turnover though somehow.
1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The completion good.
Jesus, I'm just glad that that he's okay.
With that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game?
Yeah.
Long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot.
No, DeAndre's hurt.
After the catch,
Just kidding.
now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
To throw is Watson. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Wait, what happened on the Jets' first drive? What the hell? I forget. I thought they got a touchdown. Why do I have no memory of the Jets' first drive?
The wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Yeah, they started with it, I thought.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They are going for it. Here's Watson.
Oh, come on!
Good play. A surprising move.
How did he not catch that? Oh, right, it's me.
And it'll be a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that
Wait, my fucking 99 overall wide receiver. And he catches it, just falls out of his fucking hands.
Maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher.
Wait, is my mic recording on the stream?
Absolutely nowhere as he's
I thought I had mic off. What the hell?
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Yeah, because I'm trying to take microphone audio off.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Give him 30 yards there.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. And he fends him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And the grab by Croft. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And the Texans are in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Bailey now to kick this one away. So out now come the Jets. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Here's a give to Crowell. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A first down throw, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Darnold down to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now out comes Houston. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Watson, and he fires one incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown, as his guys are in for 6, and the Texans will add on to their lead. And he puts it through. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
Gone! Now let's go! Green, 39.
They begin with a run by Crowell. Quick feet by Crowell. And they're able to... And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green.
Darnold on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now it's Watson. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Jordan Jenkins in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here's Darnold now on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The first catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 30 down to about the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green 39.
Darnold on 3rd down. Found his target. It's Anderson. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw, Darnold. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue.
They go back to the ground now with Crowell. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And that is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Watson now to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Faking the give, now Watson. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that... Personal foul penalty's not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson rolling to his left. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. The Texans on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off of play action, it's Watson out to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. In for the score. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. New York set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Here's Watson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. And Watson's going to throw it here. His pass caught at the 4. And it's a fumble. And the Jets have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
One last throw now for Darnold. He's going to let it, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. He said they were poised to make a deep run in the playoffs this season, and it's off to a terrific start.
Come in, sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bet. I got the beam in the flats. I got it in the back. Ladies, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they screaming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan, they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a. Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happens when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life, and then the aping. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle.
Hey, hey.